George Washington said that a well-armed and well-equipped and well-trained militia is essential to maintain freedom.
Aussie Beach TV. You're watching Aussie Beach TV. You're watching Aussie Beach TV. The hottest girls you will ever see. Aussie Beach TV.
What are your thoughts on the prospect of civil war in America if the citizens' guns are confiscated by the UN or other troops in raids or through an executive order?
I really hope it doesn't get that far, but there's every possibility that it could.
John Howard and the guns buyback sort of scheme, do you reckon that might happen?
Well, yeah, they're planning that now.
Oh,
yeah, they want to do it for automatic weapons, and semi-automatic weapons, and magazines that hold over 8 clips or something like that. I mean, it's something about limiting magazine sizes and automatic weapons. They're saying that the people of the United States don't need these types of weapons for hunting. That's the excuse they're using. But the thing is that the Second Amendment isn't about hunting. The Second Amendment is the last line of defence against tyranny. It's the last line of defence. It's kind of an unspoken barrier that's there outside the 3 sections of government. George Washington said that a well-armed and well-equipped and well-trained militia is essential to maintain freedom. And that's what the Second Amendment is for. The Second Amendment says the people's right to bear arms shall not be infringed. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. It's not like it's open for debate or anything like that.
Exactly.
And whatever weapons the government has, the people need the same weapons or better weapons, because that's the only way to protect themselves against government. And when you look at what government we've got in the United States, they may claim to be a free country, but you've got a country that has legalised torture. We've got Guantanamo Bay. They call torture advanced interrogation or enhanced interrogation techniques, right? Waterboarding, and basically it's torture. So we've got legalised torture, we've got rendition, where they believe that they can go and pick up anybody from any country, doesn't matter who, and they can take them to a secret prison, and they
It's not even in America.
Yeah, not even in America. They can come and pick up me or you, anybody in any country they want, and they can take them to a secret prison in any number of these secret prisons they've got around the world, and they can use enhanced interrogation techniques upon them. Right, so basically they can take you and they can torture you to death in a secret prison, and this is America that we have at the moment. And we've got the TSA, we've got the borders being made more and more secure. It's ridiculous, the amount of trouble that you have to go to with American security at airports. So it isn't just to keep terrorists out, it's to keep the people in. And the TSA checkpoints are now appearing in bus stations, and there's checkpoints that are appearing on the side of the road as well. Just roadside checkpoints where they just pull you up and they want to look at your papers. They want to know who you are, where you're going. So what we're seeing is a very high-tech version of Nazi Germany. And the last step is to disarm the people. And if they try to do it, and they really, really push for it, I think it will come down to the wire. It will come down to civil war. But if it goes that far, I think a lot of the armed forces and a lot of the police will realise that the people actually do hold the moral high ground, and they will break ranks and they will help defend their country against what's taken over. It's always been said that if America is taken over, it will be taken over from within. And that's exactly what's happened. There's an enemy that's infiltrated into American government, and it's now controlling American government, and that's what's setting policy. And the president, he's just a puppet. He's a mouthpiece. America is a corporate entity that's basically run by the Crown Corporation out of Europe. It always has been. And the American people need to wake up to what's going on. So they want to take the guns because of the austerity measures that are coming. They've got to start really dispossessing the people. We've already got these measures in Europe and a lot of countries across Europe, so they're kind of used to it, but they've never seen this in America, not real austerity. And that's what they're heading for. And they also want to kick up the war machine a lot. So They introduce austerity, they dispossess the people, they make it very, very hard to survive. So the only options you've got are hospitality, prostitution, working in the military, or working in factories that create something for the military. And that kicks up the war machine. And we've also got the system of surplusing and warehousing of human beings that we've seen in Gaza. In Palestine, in the West Bank, we've got this whole checkpoint system, and in Gaza we've seen the way people are dispossessed. So this is what they do with fracking, all this sort of stuff. They're destroying all the water table, they're destroying, polluting everywhere.
So like help us.
Well, yeah, they pollute all the country, they pollute all the groundwater everywhere, and it forces people into these concentrated areas. They don't have to make you move, they just turn it into a mess wherever you live.
It's a good idea, though.
The way they're doing with Gaza, they're turning Gaza into a place that you won't be able to survive in another 15 or 20 years because it'll be too polluted. They do that to all of our countries. That forces people into these concentrated areas. Then once they're in there, too much crime. We have to take all your guns. We have to put checkpoints everywhere. So you end up with something like the West Bank. This is where it's all heading. It's a global thing.
Oh, the whole microchips in our arms too that they're trying to do. They're trying to control us even more.
Well, from so many ways, Kaeh, like electromagnetically, absolutely. I mean, the cell phones will do that. The smart meters. I mean, this goes really, really deep if you want to look at it. You know, the human race is absolutely under attack, and we're being assaulted from all directions, through our food, through our medicine, through the electromagnetics that we're subject to, everything, television, propaganda, everything.
Well,
and
the
we
technological utopia they think they're trying to create for us, and that we think is actually going to be a good idea.
Well, I think it's really the technological utopia that they're offering us is really a cheap, digital, clunky version of expanded consciousness. And we already have the potential of expanded consciousness. We're supposed to have expanded consciousness, but through all the stuff that we're subject to, that I just mentioned, all of the GM food and the electromagnetic soup that we're swimming in,
medicines that we're getting.
All of this stuff limits our ability to reach any expanded consciousness, and they offer us this deep, cheap, digital, clunky version of it. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's designed to lead us away from ourselves. And that's where we're heading, and I think that's what this year is. This is a turning point.
Yeah.
This is a turning point. This is where we have the choice to realise this and to do something about it.
Aussie Beach TV. You watching Aussie Beach TV.
I think we are going to do something about it, though.
Yeah.
I think it is going to change.
As long as we wake up at the end of the day.
Well, as long as people can get involved. People just have to get involved. I've actually got a project I want to do later on this year, which I'm really hoping will get people involved, which will be like a festival, a knowledge and arts festival that I want to start travelling around the world, and I want to, if you want us to come to your community, if you get us there, we'll bring the show to your community and we'll leave you a template and a footprint that you can use there in your community. What I want to do is I want to have an arts and knowledge celebration and festival that features the arts and culture and music of the local area, the local indigenous music and culture of the area, promote that, finish with a tree planting festival so we can reforest the area as well. And if you start tree planting at these festivals, then you're going to get the local mayor and these politicians are going to want to come along and big note themselves. So we get them involved, which gives us a chance to have a roundtable discussion with them in front of the crowd, plant the seeds of trust in their mind, and let people know that we're going to change the world. We're going to change the direction it's going. And you guys are public trustees. We, the people, are going to make the change because we have the ability to do that. So you can either come with us or you can get left behind.
Exactly.
That's what we have to do. We have to create a mechanism to empower individual communities and not just go there and have a festival and
have
leave.
a good time and everything
You've got to go there, have a festival, a knowledge and arts festival and a tree planting festival, and the money we get from it we can put back into the local community with tree planting, and we can leave a footprint and a template that they can then continue on with.
And motivate them to go on further as well.
Exactly, motivate each community, bring them all together. And that's what I want to try to do this year. It's going to be called the Full Circle Project, and that's my plan for 2013.
Okay, sounds very interesting.
Aussie Beach TV. You watching Aussie Beach TV. You watching Aussie Beach TV. The hottest girls TV. You're watching